This exercise here is our earthquake press. So we've got a piece of polypipe here with another piece inside that piece. So what that does is just reduces the rigidity of the bar that we're using essentially. So instead of using a barbell, it's just got a bit more shape to it than the barbell. So that's sort of where the one part of the earthquake comes in. The second part comes from the way we load the bar up with the weights. So here I've got a resistance band. All I'm going to do is I'm going to flick one side over so it's crossed over itself, and then I'm going to loop it together with the other side. So now I've got just a mini resistance band. From there, I'm going to grab the kettlebell that I'm using, and I'm going to loop it through the handle of the kettlebell, and then hold it here, and it looks kind of like a handbag now that I can then place on the end of the pipe. So I'm going to grab the end of the pipe, I'm going to place the kettlebell over, and I'm going to place it on the inside of the rack where it's sitting on the rack. So it's placed on the inside, so then it's got some space on the end of the pipe so that it doesn't slide off mid-exercise. So then do the same on the other side, grab your resistance band, flick it over once, put it together so it's in a smaller loop, grab your kettlebell, feed it through, got your handbag with your kettlebell, place it on the other end of the pipe, and now we've got our bar, earthquake bar, ready to go. So you can imagine now with the weight being on the bands and the lack of rigidity in the pipe, it's going to all bounce around and move around a lot. So it's creating a lack of stabilization, and it's forcing the smaller muscles and the bigger muscles in our shoulders to work hard to stabilize the bar or the pipe and the movement in general. So from there, it's simply just a shoulder press. So we pick the bar up just outside our shoulders with our hands, pick the bar up, nice strong base of support, about shoulder width apart with our feet. Then we're just going to press it past our nose to above the crown of our head. From here, back down to our collarbones. Brush our nose up above the top of our head. Back down, nice and slowly, controlling the movement, because remember, it's going to be shaking around. So we've got to work hard to keep it nice and controlled. And back down. So again, remember, crown of our head, where I would place a crown on my head there at the back so it would sit nicely. This here, that's the crown of our head, and that's where we want to press that bar above when we press our earthquake bar.